Welcome to Daddy Home. I'm Justin Home. God damn it! You know who I am. I'm Justin Jones. That's who I am.
Holmes.
I'm
You almost forgot.
Justin Holmes.
Ooh.
I would hit stop and re-record, but I don't know how to do that. So we're just gonna go with it, and that's that. So
yeah.
welcome to Daddy Home. Maybe if I talk slower, that would help.
Welcome to Daddy Jones.
Welcome to Daddy Home. Daddy Home. This is Daddy Home with Justin Jones. With me, of course, is Kiki Lee.
Hello.
She was absent last week from our show. She was out on assignment, I guess. I don't know. She had to get some stuff done.
Yep.
You do look a little bit different.
Yes, my life has changed.
That's great.
Yeah.
Also, on the show today, we have a returning guest. His third appearance on our show.
Hell yeah.
Italian-American child prodigy comedian Roberto Reed. Roberto, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go for it.
How old are you?
How old am I? I just turned 21 years old last weekend.
You
Congratulations.
are kidding.
Yep, old wee baby.
Just a youngster. Finally
very
21, though. That's exciting.
Yeah, right? No, I went out and I did the whole thing, and now I'm sick of it. I'm bored of alcohol and just waiting for the next big ride, you know?
Yeah.
Trying ketamine next.
That's a big jump.
It's a big jump, but hey, listen, I'm doing big things. I'm a child prodigy, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
would half the dose for you.
Oh, we
You see-
go halvesies on some,
Yeah,
some
because-
big K?
You just you're young, and
Oh, okay. Well, I am small of frame,
yeah,
too. I
like
don't know.
physically.
Ain't that shit for horses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
like-
powerful.
This guy's like maybe like 1/8 of a horse. So
Yeah.
I
He's
like to think of myself as 1/8 of a horse.
Yeah.
You're like the size of a horse leg.
Oh, even that is a lot. Actually, I appreciate because that's
horse dick.
like close to a sixth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a horse steak, which is fine too.
They're
but, like,
huge, supposedly. I mean, I've seen them. They are big.
I've never seen one, and I would never.
They're massive. When I lived in Philadelphia, this isn't bragging, but when I used to live in Philadelphia,
Brag.
they had like the horses that would pull people around, like
yeah.
as a, like a scenic thing.
With their dick?
No, the thing that would
Wow.
happen is sometimes they would just start peeing in the middle of the street. And it would
We've
like,
all been there.
It was massive, like flooding almost.
They-
so much
They had to
urine.
evacuate the lower half of the city.
No,
'cause
people
the
would run
horses-
out of the way. There'd be
Holy
so much
shit.
urine just shooting out of it.
Well, and the horse would have to like flip over on its side from all the pressure. Yeah,
It was pretty wild.
that's pretty exciting. Wow,
guess
that is a
now's-
brag. Now that you say it, that's a brag.
Now's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
a good time for me to mention I'm a horse girl.
Are you?
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Now I have
Wow. What
questions.
is-
Horsey. Yeah.
You mean you had like a horse growing up? What is a horse girl? I don't know.
Oh, can I explain? Because I also
would-
grew up. I grew up in Southern Maryland, and my impression of horse girls are just girls that like. This was like middle school, high school. That was the horses were closer to human than like they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that, and then I also have like an element of brony from when I lived in Essex.
That I know. Bronies
That's also
is
a
like,
brag. Wow, you
Yeah.
guys are just going out.
That's
Yeah.
cool. I wanted to be a brony. That sounds like fun.
Did you ever see the jar, the little,
That-
the cum jar with my
Excuse me?
little
No.
Your little what?
my little pony?
It had semen in it.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Was that at your house?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
No,
this.
it was like over time. This guy kept taking pictures of it over a year till he filled it up, and
Ugh.
And this was just so nobody else had to, right? Like it was just like making sure that somebody at least did it once, and the rest of us are better for it, type thing.
Gross. No, it's a fetish thing, obviously, right?
There was
Oh,
a yeah
it was
no.
so,
That's
like-
too easy.
It was
made him-
interesting to see the coloration over time.
It cum dries.
Oh,
though.
God.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't know how accurate that is because cum will dry like and harden and stuff.
Mine crystallizes.
Yeah, unless you constantly
Yeah.
like.
I'm
keep
also really
shooting.
into geodes and crystals, so that's
Oh, that's pretty
yeah,
cool.
that's
Wow,
that's
yeah.
awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's your favorite type of crystal?
Meth.
Don't say meth. Fuck.
Ah, beat you to it. You gotta say meth, right?
Gotta say
Crystal
meth. Gotta say meth. That's just top
Yeah.
of the list.
Methamphetamine, crystal methamphetamines.
Crystal methamphetamines.
I guess that's the best kind, right?
Yeah. The blue kind from TV.
From television.
Yeah.
Okay.
Television's Breaking Bad.
Yes. Oh, by the way, you know what? You asked me if I had anything for the show.
Yeah.
And on the way up, I actually met a fan of the show.
Wonderful.
I was driving
Oh.
down the road, and there was a Hispanic man that was selling flowers, and he handed a flower to me
Aw.
at a light and said, "Happy Father's Day." And it's
Aw.
because I'm a daddy on Daddy Home.
Oh my
Aw.
God! Wow, and he
Yeah,
knew.
we are recording this. What, one day before Father's Day?
Yes.
This is true.
Oh wow.
Oh,
So
damn.
happy Daddy's Day, you guys.
Thank you.
That is very. Thank
Yeah.
you. I realize I have plans to go fishing with my father tomorrow, and that's the most like
Whoa.
that's the most father son shit I think I'll ever have done with him.
Yeah,
is-
that's classic.
like straight up just going fishing.
Are you guys gonna go out like on a boat or just like on a pier?
I think he wanted to go, like he called me yesterday and he was like, "Hey, do you want to go?" He was like, the whole plan was like charter fishing. You want to go out on a big boat? We're gonna take the family, do the
Whoa.
thing. And I was like, "Oh, that's great." And he's like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna call the places." And I was like, "Oh, we're definitely not doing that because he planned
Yeah.
it the day before, which is classic." So now I think the backup plan is literally to just go to the lake behind his house.
Yeah, and who knows what you'll find in there?
Fucking, I hope I find a shoe or
Maybe
something.
an 11-inch butt plug.
Oh.
Perhaps, or
Maybe a 12-inch butt plug.
it could be all kinds of crazy stuff in those lakes and ponds and
Could be a
stuff.
13-inch butt plug. I could keep going.
14. I mean, we can. Yeah, there's a whole numbers never end, so you can just keep adding numbers.
We
to
could
it.
convert it to metric.
I don't do that. I don't
That's
know.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metric too much. Do you guys? Well, first of all, do you see my shirt that I'm wearing?
That's a dead
It's-
Kennedy's.
It's a Dead Kennedys T-shirt. I'm gonna turn to the hard camera real quick and show everyone that's watching this. This shirt right here, and
For the youths in the
people watching
room.
on YouTube because we have this available on YouTube. If you search One Foxy Comic, it's all one word. You could find all the episodes of Daddy Home, every single episode. No, not really. It was some of them, most of them,
Right,
right?
sure,
Some,
sure,
I
sure.
don't know, are available for live stream.
Yeah,
You could see. And
speaking of dead Kennedys, today's Jello's birthday.
Jello Biafra's birthday.
Yes.
Oh, happy birthday, Jello. He's probably like 66, maybe. He's old. He's up there.
He
That's pretty
is
cool.
a big fan of the show.
Big fan. Jello Biafra, great singer, runs Alternative Tentacles, great record label. Just a totally like awesome dude. Thanks, Jello, for supporting us. We appreciate it. I was sad though. Went to the Dead Kennedy show recently here in Baltimore, and he wasn't there. They had a different singer,
Oh, who'd they have? Do
this
you
guy
know?
named Skip.
Skip.
Skip Kennedy.
Skipperskin, I think.
Skipperson.
Skipperson, Skippy Skipperson, something like that. I don't really know who it was. He did a good job of trying to be like Jello. Like he did a lot of like talking and political stuff, and
Yeah,
he jumped around a lot like Jello.
Yeah.
But it was an okay show. I mean, it was crazy though to see how old like those guys are now. Like the bass player is like 70 probably, and he looks very old. Like he looked out of place because punk music, you think a lot like young, like I don't know, mohawks and wild energy and
Right,
it's, like
well, sure.
crazy, and he's
Now
just, he's like a
it's-
grandpa.
Yeah.
That's
no.
funny. Well, that was like Paul McCartney was in Baltimore like last
The
weekend.
same night as the Dead Kennedy show.
Was that really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, my parents went to that show, and my mom literally came after. She was like, "He's really fucking old.
He's 80.
He's 80 years old. He played for like almost 3 hours and all
Holy
that shit. Yeah,
shit.
like all the classics and shit. And I'm like, I'd
Wow,
just be
that's like all of his waking hours for
yeah,
the day.
for the whole day. I mean, like,
That's-
yeah, you absolutely know, like he just crashed and fell apart in the back, or maybe he had done some coke or something. I don't know what that man's up to.
Do you think that he was like singing with tracking, or just actually doing like the live singing himself?
I don't know.
I wonder.
I was gonna say, yeah, like that has to take enough energy. That do you think he sat down for the second half? Like even
Probably.
just standing for 3 hours when you're 80 years old has got to be like, at some point something's gonna snap.
Well, he plays piano, right? So I think he's probably seated.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's a pianist,
He's a-
along with being a,
a
guitarist.
pianist?
So I feel like he's probably sat down for some of it
I believe that.
I always have to sit down
when you play.
when I do comedy. I sit down,
All right,
relax.
Take
but
a load
it's
off.
stand-up comedy. You should stand up.
Oh yeah, shit. You're
Damn
really
it.
disrespecting the whole tradition of just being up there.
Yeah, well, I'm a
See-
geriatric punk, and I feel
Yeah.
like sitting down. That's
You're far from
geriatric punk.
geriatric.
Geriatric punk is like that's a pretty cool name for a band or something, right? Or
That would
like
be a
Hey
cool name
Justin,
for, like, a
I got
punk
an
band.
idea for a band.
What?
That what he just said.
Oh, geriatric.
Oh shit,
punks?
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
What you just had.
We
Yeah,
should
the,
just
the
do that.
geriatrics. That's
Ooh.
probably a punk band. It sounds like it would
Geriatrics,
be.
but it's TRIX, geriatrics,
Oh
Nice.
shit!
cool.
The geriatrics.
or the geriatrics, and it's like a group of really old strippers, or like really
Oh,
old
nice.
like prostitutes.
Whoa,
The
speaking of
geriatrics.
strippers, this is actually gonna like sidebar or like derail the conversation. But have you gone to that open mic on Saturday nights in Fells Point?
Max's Tap House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's that
That's-
stripper who does comedy.
Yeah, fuck, what's her
Natalie.
name? Natalie Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, first of all, she's hot. Like, I'll give her that. She's hot. And I
You
was
may have that.
I was so discouraged. Like, I did my set one night there. I did terrible. And then she got up and did her set. And she's only done comedy like 5 times. And she was
Sure.
totally drunk. And she killed.
Wow.
Maybe
That'll
wanna-
fucking happen though.
It made me
Like,
want to
you-
kill myself.
Yeah,
Like,
right. You
I
can't
really
even-
thought like I'm gonna go home and kill myself.
What was her set about?
Just I don't remember. It was good. Like, it was
Stripper
funny
stuff?
stuff.
Probably stripper stuff. Yeah, I mean, like, hey, there's got to be a lot of good stories that goes. I was there last weekend and she was like, "You should come to." I think I don't actually know. So the strip club. It was something like the
It's the
Pussycat Lounge. Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. And she was like, "You should come down." But her pitch to come down wasn't like, "Come see me." It wasn't like we got some mad titties up there. It was we got old strippers. We got strippers in a wheelchair. We got strippers that are pregnant. And I was like, this sounds way more interesting than an actual strip. Like I would go to see
like
that.
That kind of variation.
Fuck yeah. Like we've
know?
got something for everybody and it's not just kind of like different beautiful women. It's like, yeah, come it's
Do
almost
they have amputees?
I hope so. Well, sure, why not?
It's
Like
a dumpy club. Like, it's on the block. It's not
I-
like the best. Like,
is there a single high class strip club in Baltimore? Or because I feel like
Well,
mean-
the Gold Club has a fish tank.
Gentleman's Gold Club is nice.
oh.
Yeah, they have a fish tank, and it's one of those ones where like instead of a wall, it's like a piece of fish tank.
A piece of fish tank.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, just it's a wall but filled with water and has fish in it. It's a
Yeah.
fish tank.
Yeah, it's cool. It's classy.
I should write this down. I can actually go to strip clubs now so I can
It's on
Oh,
Route 40.
but yeah, there's actually a really good pit beef place
Right next to it.
right
in the
in
parking
front
lot.
of it.
pit
Yeah.
beef.
Yeah, it's really weird, but it's very popular.
Is that like street meat? What is pit
Yeah,
beef?
pretty much.
Yeah,
like
but it's
pulled pork,
tasty.
I guess. or
Yeah,
like
okay,
pulled
sure,
chicken.
right.
But you can go and get sandwiches, I guess, before you go into the strip club.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
just rub barbecue sauce.
Well, yeah, but then you have the great excuse of like if one of the if you're uncovered, one of the strippers is like, "Hey, do you want to take this to the back at a secret
And
dance?"
then
You'd be
you
like,
can
"Sorry,"
say-
you'd be like, "Sorry, I got the runs." Like you
Yeah.
can do
you
whatever
can
you want.
say you have the sauce.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, "Oh, the sauce," and then they'll probably think you're talking about crack cocaine. Or something.
Yeah.
Man,
No, it's great
so.
though. I'm really happy that you met what
Who, the stripper?
the stripper.
I have a-
Natalie. I saw some pictures of her on Instagram from when she was working at the club, and she has huge breasts. She really does. She's only 23.
That's
She's very young.
oh
and,
wow,
like-
I would have not. Yeah, I
yeah,
had
she's
no idea.
super young, and she has a kid, I think, too.
It's possible.
If I remember, she was very drunk that night at the open mic, and she was just like telling everybody everything
Fuck yeah,
about
that's
her
what you do.
life,
Stand-up
even when
comedy.
she wasn't on the mic.
I have a free. There's another. I don't know if it's a gentleman's club, strip club, or like what the thing is, but there's one in Fells Point that going to Max's Tap House that same night. There were strippers or whatever like outside handing out just free admission tickets.
Oh, was it for the Hustler Club?
Yeah,
They do
yeah.
that a lot.
Which I think is kind of like, it's kind of funny that you're desperate enough. Like when you can't sell tickets to a comedy show, you start giving out free tickets type thing, and it's
is
like
that the one next to Subway?
Yeah, in the block.
Yeah.
so you can also get sandwiches. There's a
yeah,
through line.
no,
There's a through
I,
line here.
I
that
know
I'm finding.
all of the food adjacent strip clubs in Baltimore.
But the Hustler Club's actually kind of nice for Baltimore, like for that area.
Yeah.
The other ones on that block are just fucking awful. Like, you'll get stabbed, or like drug dealers will try to like rob you, or it's just
at
bad.
At best,
Yeah.
sure.
It's
right.
bad news.
Death Fest was actually speaking of that
Yeah.
area.
Are you just talking
Death
about the
Fest.
summertime in Fells Point? What's the?
Pretty much, yeah.
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 No, I remember Death Fest is actually where I found that strip club and that Subway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What is Death Fest?
It's
Oh.
a death festival.
It's like a heavy
Just
metal.
okay.
death
I was
metal.
like, I assume something
it's
like
like
that.
the
or else-
film Midsummer.
It's
Okay.
it's really popular. It's world like renowned. Actually, people come from all over the world to
And
come
it's-
to this festival of like death metal bands and grindcore metal and like thrash.
It's not. It's like a it moves around thing. It's not just a Baltimore thing.
No, it's just
No,
it's the
just-
Maryland
Oh
Death
shit,
Fest
that's pretty cool.
every
Fuck yeah.
year.
Oh, I actually straight up might have driven past that because it was like they probably had a concert. I think that was like tucked away into
Yeah.
like some alley or something because it was
Yep.
really fucking loud. But I was driving by and all I heard I had my windows rolled down because I don't have AC, and I was just driving past, and all of a sudden I saw a bunch of fire next to me, and all I heard
Yep.
like as I drove by, and it was
That would
like
be
I was
the
like,
Maryland
oh,
Death
okay,
Fest.
fuck yeah,
Oh,
okay, cool.
yeah.
So that was recently, yeah.
And did you? There's probably a lot. It smelled really bad.
it just smelled like pot. Like I was just
Yeah.
I just drove by and I was like, home.
It's a lot of like long haired, like
Hey, what are you saying
metal
about long
dudes.
hair? Yeah, well, that's fair. Fuck yeah.
A lot of that. A lot of like big burly like metal dudes, and it's pretty.
Like
It's
Tin
pretty
Men?
wild.
Poor things don't have a heart. Metal dudes.
Metal dudes don't have hearts. That's true.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Actually, I'm willing to believe that metal dudes have some of the biggest hearts there are. Like they're the type of dudes you see like nursing a little baby bird back to health.
That is kind
And
of
it's
true.
like
That
a
does
big
happen.
it's like a big fucking guy who could probably strangle you to death, but you know, it's a little baby bird. It's
I
my
don't
favorite
know.
trope.
Really?
I don't know, sure, probably. If you're into like I feel like it's on a spectrum. Like if you listen to music like that, you are either a sociopath, like crazy person. There's that, and it's like I believe there are those people. Sure, that's the music, but I also believe it's the people that are like they listen to that because it brings out, you know, an emotion from them, something like that.
So
it's
it's a
a muse, but they
spectrum.
still have. I still believe there are very like I don't believe that there are, you know, just regular assholes that listen to it. I think it's either you're crazy or you're just super sweet, and that's just
Justin,
Yeah.
when you grew up, who the
makes
people.
it makes sense.
you taught me before that autism has a spectrum.
Yeah, all autism.
So
has
is it
a
like
huge
similar
spectrum.
to that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, being a jerk or being like,
Nice.
I think there's a lot of things that are on a spectrum.
Yeah, like I was watching Euphoria, that show on HBO, and they said like
How is that?
sexuality. It's really good. And they
Everybody
said-
I know is watching it. It's yeah.
I love it. I thought it was really good. Not just because there's a lot of nudity in it, but
Not
it's
just.
also yeah. That's one of the reasons why I think it's awesome.
Hmm.
What is it about?
I can't even get into it right now.
It's
too
got
sexy.
it's got a lot of themes that are going on there. It's a very much like I know a big through lines are like there's trauma and there's you know there's a lot of it's a lot of drug abuse and there's a lot of you know it's the very very serious half of I think it's like growing up. It's like a high school, right? Like
Yeah, it
that sort
takes
of thing.
place in a high school.
But it's also it's
there's like
a grand
there's like sex and then like sodomy. There's tons of stuff in it. It's really wild.
and like abuse and stuff like that.
Abuse,
I think
yep.
it's just the writing is very profound, and I think that's why people
And the
connect with
filming
it.
of it's really nice too.
Yeah.
It's really done like very beautifully. I've said that
Sure.
before.
Oh, yeah.
Or
There's a
it's-
reason it's
cinematically
popular.
it's very nice.
Yeah.
It looks
Oh.
it's cool, like the lighting and stuff.
I
And
have to check it out.
very artsy at times. But on that show, they were talking about sexuality being on a spectrum of sorts. Like it's not gay, straight, bi. Like you could be because one of the characters is like this jock who is he likes dudes. It's so obvious, but he won't like admit it. But his girlfriend's like, it's okay if you're into guys. Like it doesn't matter. Like it's a spectrum. It's fine.
Yeah.
Which I guess is something they're teaching in school now. I don't know.
Not anymore.
Really?
Not anymore. That shit's getting outlawed.
They're canceling that. Anything, yeah.
Wait, what?
Like in
It's like if
schools-
Florida's you're not allowed to say gay in school anymore, and like there's a lot of that. That's just the state of affairs in the United States right now. We're kind of reverting back to the '80s again, but we'll see.
yeah, very like
Oh.
conservative.
It's not good. We'll say that.
Yeah,
That's weird.
you know that
Well,
the governor.
You know where you can say the word gay?
On this podcast,
Daddy home.
Yeah,
it's
fuck
okay
yeah.
to say
Saw that shit.
gay.
It's okay to say gay.
Is it o-
Florida.
It's okay to say the F word too. No, it's not. Don't say that word.
Fahrenheit
I don't want to get
451.
canceled. The other word for gay that starts with an F. Don't say it. You'll get banned from Zissamos.
Fruit.
Oh, this
They'll ban you from that club.
that
Don't say
took
it.
me like a solid 5 seconds.
I just got a feature spot there.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
don't say FAG. Don't say that word.
I wasn't gonna. No, I was gonna say
Nobody
I got.
says
I
that
was gonna
word
say
anymore.
I got a feature spot because I did their mic last night. It'll be the first time I actually
That's good.
feature instead of guest spot there.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now you're going places.
Now I'm a
kid.
real comedian. I'll
Now
probably
you'll-
get paid a good $10, so that's awesome.
That's better than nothing, I guess.
Better than nothing.
I made $10 once.
Oh my god, what'd you do?
Was it like performing comedy or
Was
Yes,
it was it
yes,
working?
it
Oh,
was-
okay.
it-
I was
yeah.
like, I made $10 in the first 40. I worked an hour this morning, and that $10 an hour.
Whoa.
Fuck yeah.
That'll add up.
That'll add up. It's brutal.
Get
but-
out your calculator.
I am.
Hey
Breaking out right
Justin,
now.
have
Yeah,
you
Justin,
been,
how much do you make?
What, doing comedy?
No, just in general. What's your net worth?
A lot.
A lot. Fuck
You
yeah.
can probably look it up on the internet.
Well, he
somewhere.
used to be the CEO of SiriusXM.
That's true. That was many
that a-
years ago.
is that a real- that's a real
Yes,
truth?
I worked there
Shit, what?
and I was making good money, but then I got offered a job with BET to do a series, and then
Nice. Oh
it
my God.
it all fizzled out actually. So now I'm just doing this show.
It's a good show.
Little brother.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I can get on 5 times and you'll give me a smoking jacket. Yeah.
Oh, we could work that
Do
out.
I
that's
get
something you
one?
want.
I've been on here 5 times.
Yeah.
Well, he's a guest though. It's different.
I wear shades and stuff too.
You look cool, man.
I look very cool.
You look like that song Highway to the Danger Zone.
I look like that song. Yeah, I've always been told that I look like Highway to the Danger Zone.
I think it's his.
Highway to the Danger Zone.
No.
Yeah, you know. Okay, you know it. That's what
Yeah,
you look like.
yeah.
It's his nose.
Well, shit.
He's got a good nose.
That's a really
wow,
great
that is
nose.
wow. You guys actually, this means that I've always
Actually-
been most insecure about my nose.
Really?
You know, here's the thing: is
No, it's great.
I would I'd like to cast it, and then
No,
In a commercial for cocaine.
no, I mean
That'd be-
cast it like with
like
resin
take
or
a mold,
something,
take a mold, of
and
my
then
nose.
I'll take that to my
Oh.
my guy,
That's what you meant by cast.
and then
okay.
I would get the same nose.
You're gonna get it. Oh, you got a nose guy.
She's got a nose guy.
Got a
got a
nose
nose
guy, got
guy.
a foot guy, got all sorts of guys. Yeah, all right,
Listen.
that's fair.
Listen, you need a nose guy, you need a leg guy.
You need a teeth guy if you're gonna fake your own death.
yeah.
That's, I think
well,
top of the
I'm
list is a tooth
I'm
guy.
not going. Yeah, no, actually,
You got the
I-
wig on. I assume you're running from some sort of like law.
Actually, I am.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Justin, changing my name.
Oh, I forgot to do that.
What's your
Yep.
name?
It was gonna be what? Not Kiki Lee,
No, I'm going by Subaru now.
Subaru Lee.
Yeah.
Subaru. Oh yeah.
Or
What year?
just Subaru.
What year?
I don't know. I just want to be sporty.
A Subaru like Forester? Is that a car?
It's Subaru Lee.
Sounds- Yeah, of
I like
the
that.
Lee
Just-
dynasty.
Well, you're the twin sister of Kiki Lee.
Yeah.
You're the evil.
Oh.
Maybe you're the evil twin sister.
Do you have any dirty secrets that you know about your sister?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you want to reveal any of
Dun,
Kiki's? Because it's
dun,
like it's not you. It's not you.
It's
Obviously,
Subaru
It's like,
Lee.
I guess.
Subaru Lee.
Let me see.
Once killed a man,
Oh.
chopped up his meat.
She tried to buy groceries with casino tokens back when those were around.
Whoa.
Fuck yeah. Did it work?
No.
Then she just
She was
ran out of the
she
store.
was removed from the store. Yeah.
Not even
should've
just
stolen.
like, oh, that's funny. Like,
Yeah,
why are you
no.
trying to do that?
I mean, they're worth money.
They are. You
Sure.
just
Yeah,
gotta
they're
take
worth
'em-
money.
which
and
which
you
casino like tokens? Which ones?
just- Perryville.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, you just it's
a
like
high-class
e-currency
establishment.
kind of. You just take it, you cash it in there.
That's what I'm saying.
It's almost
That's
like
what I'm
it's
saying.
almost like Bitcoin kind of.
Yeah.
I think it's exactly like Bitcoin.
It's actually cheaper than Bitcoin because it's more
Yeah.
realistic.
I've always like
True.
my favorite analogy for Bitcoin is that it's just the Chuck E. Cheese business model of like
Hmm.
all of these tokens have inherent value, but only within this box, and you know you could probably topple an establishment with them. I'm not sure.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
It's not a one-to-one analogy, but I just like saying Chuck E. Cheese model business model
Crypto.
is
crypto
down.
Cryptocurrency.
It's way down.
It's way down from what I've
Fuck.
heard.
Yeah,
A good thing I didn't invest in it. I almost invested. Then I was like, it's too confusing. And if you lose the key, like the password, you can never get
oh
the
yeah,
money.
it's done. Yeah,
And it's a huge long passcode.
but it's also like it's now like such a communal thing. Like all everybody's doing it, but it's
Yeah.
like these apps. You're not actually buying crypto. The company owns the crypto that you're like leasing from them. So it's like the whole. It's the same thing as people getting the everyman getting into the stock market. It's like that's just them playing you.
Does
Type thing.
that
It's like you're not actually off the grid. You're not actually in
Yeah,
a
it
the
seems
free.
like a
It's like
scam.
yeah,
Does,
it's just people
uh,
wanting to make money.
Does that
easily.
new stripper friend you have? Does she accept crypto payments?
Probably not.
Maybe,
I don't know.
fucking maybe.
Well, you know what she
Who knows?
is?
The world is an oyster.
We can find out tonight if we go
She
to the
has an
open mic.
oyster.
Gross, Subaru. God.
Subaru
Put that
Lee.
shit down. Oh my god.
Horrible.
I'm gonna tell Kiki.
You're so horrible. Maybe I'll go to the open mic tonight and find out.
True.
Although I have a feeling I'm not going to go. But
It's possible. What day? Oh, it is Saturday.
it's
True.
Saturday, and that means
It's for the boys.
yeah, lots of shows going on.
Wait,
It's
what's happening?
So that open mic where I met the stripper comedian,
Mm-hmm.
they run it every Saturday night in Fells Point.
It's also Fridays. Fridays and Saturdays they got it going on.
Wow.
Same venue or different venues?
Same venue. It's
That's a lot.
upstairs. Yeah, 8 to like 10 ish at Max's Tap House. Right in
Yeah,
Fells.
in
It's
Fells
a.
Point.
It is a fantastic. Like I run a mic in Fells, but it's more off to the side. But they're like right in the center, and they are able to
Yeah.
bring people in, and they always have a crowd. I'm actually astounded. That's Bill Franks and Matt Hurley. They do, and they also run Toasted Buns at like they have
burger joint.
they at Abbey Burger. I did their show. I did that show last night also, and they produce the crap out of that. Yeah.
Does it
Wow.
seem like there's more comedians than there were 2 years ago, Justin?
I mean, it always feels that way. There's always people starting and then quitting, and
But I also, as far as I have noticed, because I am now, I'm like a little bit over a year into doing stand up.
Yeah.
I'm noticing that, like, well, obviously this is coming out of COVID, and so
Oh.
more things are opening up. But it has felt like as many mics have stopped going, because there used to be more on Tuesdays. There used to there used to be more mics,
Mhm.
at least to my memory. But as many mics have stopped running, more have started. But also there's a lot of comics producing their own shows now. And it's like it has felt, what I appreciate about Baltimore comedy is that in like DC you've got DC Underground, there's Hotbed is new on the scene, like Roommate, you have these big production, like, and that's the name, what's it called, like Broken Mike and DC Underground, those are what's producing. But like in Baltimore it's very much Bill Franks and Matt Hurley, they produce Toasted Buns, and there's Bobby Ray, Nick Oka, Chris Spann, they all they do, I think that's Bottle Rocket. And so it feels a little bit more homegrown and like grassroots type comedy scene that's going on here. And it's on the up and up, but that's what I appreciate about it, is that it's also, you can see the work that's being put in. It doesn't just feel like, a big money thing. It feels like
none of
somebody
us-
wants it and it's actually
Yeah.
working. The community's
Nobody's
for it.
making money.
No, of course not. But
I don't know if you're doing it at Max's, you might. Well, they're not charging ticket prices, so probably not. You're right.
at the Abbey Burger show, they have a ticket thing, but no, not it. I assume they just I assume Max's Tap House just makes like food and liquor sales, so it doesn't even matter. Like
Yeah.
that's how the tavern doesn't pay me. They I can get food and stuff for free, and that's nice of them. But I'm kind of doing it just for the one, so that
place.
there's another mic for people to perform, but there's a place for me to host, and it's in a nice area. But like, I'm not making any money from it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna start producing shows in the upstairs at the tavern though later this year when it's like opened.
That's smart.
Yeah, I talked to Ivan Ingram, and I'm trying to get that room as a part of the Baltimore Comedy Festival in September,
Oh, good.
which would be very exciting.
cool,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm hoping that's excited. That comedy festival is exciting because it's like above the bar is branching out, like Kyrie Creek above the bar is branching out a ton, and he's making like he's kind of starting producing more and more, and that, and I think I just like seeing the scene thrive at the moment.
So you're Italian.
Yeah, oh, big time.
It is, but he doesn't speak Italian.
I don't speak Italian. I can speak of Italian.
A little
Stop piovendo. That means it's raining.
So is that like, like Italian ebonics? Kind of, or, like-
Sure. Yeah, I mean, like my dad speaks Italian. He's like trying to teach me, and I know
Bene.
I know the general. I can read it and I can pronounce it.
Really?
Like, yeah. It's super easy to. Italian's one of those languages where nothing. There's no like I ever see after C. Like there's no pronunciation differences. Every letter is pronounced the same no matter what. And so as long as you
bene.
know the rules, you can sound Italian. And so I can do that because I've heard it my whole life. But
Molto bene.
yeah, this guy.
Hey,
Very good.
Hey,
Molto bene.
Molto bene, bellissimo.
Bellissimo, huh?
hey.
Now this is gonna get us canceled. Fuck.
No, I mean, that's Italian.
What is
What's
Italian?
wrong about Italian?
Mamma mia.
Everything is around. It's bad. Mussolini.
I remember
He was a bad
him.
guy.
Mamma
You remember him?
mia.
I
Here I
remember
go
him.
again.
Were you close with this guy? Is this why you're running the law? You were tight with
Mussolini?
Mussolini. You know people. You know people in Italy. Like
Mussolini.
Mussolini was with like he was on Hitler's side.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
He was
he-
worse.
he
I think
and then,
he was actually worse than
he was
Hitler.
worse for his own. He wasn't worse. Yeah, he was just like a bad leader.
He was really nasty.
He's a piece
but
of
people,
shit.
but no,
Really.
people in Italy still love him.
He was
like,
a
that's
nasty
a big
woman.
thing.
That's crazy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they kind of miss Mussolini because like post the war, Italy. I don't know if they're still recovering. Like what it is about the economy. I think he was also the last stand of before they adopted the euro, and so now it's like I think people are a little bit jaded about the fact that like Italy is just part of the EU, and
But Mussolini died a long time ago.
Yeah.
sure, yeah, but it's
I mean,
still
he was
like
murdered by his own people
oh, that's pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure he
what a
was
way to go.
murdered.
Yeah,
in the
he's,
street.
like,
It's possible.
overthrown.
with his
Oh, yeah.
mistress or something.
Yeah, but there's also people who fucking live like Kim Jong Un. They're like, oh my god,
Oh,
I
that
want-
dude's
I want
fucking.
his kids.
That's insane.
Do you hear Putin and Kim Jong Un just shook hands like the same day as Internet Explorer dying?
Whoa,
It's
that's a weird conspiracy.
They're
I
like, "Let's
haven't
take it down."
checked on Internet Explorer lately. You said they were dead.
They're dead. They
Internet
stopped it.
Explorer. No, this was like last week. Internet
Yeah.
Explorer, you can't even. It doesn't exist. It's gone.
They wiped it completely.
Don't you feel old now?
It's gone. It's
I
done.
felt
They
old
shut it down.
before.
Sure. Well, now
That-
it's just a regular thing. I don't know.
God.
I haven't used Internet. Like again, somebody's told that to me, and I was like, oh, that didn't happen 5 years ago. But
Yeah, it was so like irrelevant.
yeah, it was irrelevant before it, like 10 years ago.
What's
Internet
your
Explorer.
preferred browser, Roberto?
Let's see. I'm a Safari man just because it comes easily. But if I'm trying to, keep
Ooh,
off the
exotic.
I'm trying to go off the grid. I go Google Chrome.
What about DuckDuckGo? Is that one?
That's the new thing.
People like
Oh.
that one because it doesn't track you. Supposedly, I don't know.
Yeah, right. The
Joe
data,
Rogan
fucking
likes it.
everything. Sure.
He talks about it.
BJR.
Mm-hmm.
That guy.
That
You
guy,
don't like
Joe
him?
Rogan.
I don't
You're not a
like
big
him.
fan
He's
of
too
Joe
bald for me. You know.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs he needs a little bit of hair like me. Like he needs to grow in.
Yeah,
some
right on
hair,
the side. See, yeah. You're
Then
the
maybe
perfect.
I'd be more accepting of him.
No.
That's pretty much it. That's all it would take. Yeah.
He gets good interviews. He interviewed everybody really.
Yeah, pretty much.
The shade of his tan.
Does it bother you?
Yeah.
I don't. Is it real though? Like he gives
I don't
me.
know.
Is the tan actually tan, or is it just like a hue? Like is
Like,
it
it
tinted?
looks
Because he
like
just looks
he-
very red.
He looks
to
like he
me.
does manual labor that he can't do. But I know he doesn't.
He looks like the type of guy that goes to the gym and he'll lift something and you just see a million veins in his head. Like his
Like
whole
a
head turns into a
penis.
piece of like
Yeah.
like his head becomes cauliflower. That was my analogy. Like his head looks like a piece of cauliflower, but I mean a penis too. That works.
I feel
Shout
like
out the-
though, you gotta-
Cauliflower penis.
He would beat the shit out of you though. He's pretty tough. Like
I'd beat the shit out of him. He wouldn't be able to see me coming.
Doesn't he do the
He does, like,
fighting
mixed
stuff?
martial arts
yeah,
and stuff.
the
He would
fighting.
choke you out.
I believe it. Yeah, but I'm just so cute.
There was some heckler that or some comedian that was talking shit about him years ago.
sure.
And then Joe Rogan was like, "Well, come meet me at the gym." And the kid came.
Oh, and he actually showed up to the gym.
Yeah, and Joe Rogan
tried to fuck
choked him out.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, this must have been 10 or 15 years ago.
If you're a fan of Joe Rogan, I feel like that's the dream. But
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
there's also a
just,
bunch of
like-
dickheads.
Some guy was talking shit on him, and
Sure.
this is before he blew up and became super famous.
I like that it's the same business. I feel like he has the same mindset business model as like Jake Paul. Which
Oh
is,
yeah,
Which is just like he's okay being the
Who's
bad guy.
that?
He's the dude who I don't know if you remember like a couple years ago who the suicide forest in Japan, he recorded a dead guy. Like he like big YouTuber and he's like a piece of shit. Like that's his whole brand as being like cringy piece of shit YouTuber guy. And so everybody hates him. And then he was like, "Hey, I can capitalize on this." So he pivoted from YouTube after that whole scandal and he pivoted from being the worst there to I think he does wrestling or no, he does
he was on wrestling.
he's boxing or something like that now.
Boxing.
Yeah, he fights and he does that professionally, but his whole brand is he's the bad guy. You are rooting for him to fail, for him to and he might still win, but you tune in the fight just to see Jake Paul fail. But he's the
And
bad guy.
But he doesn't though, and also he has $1 million Pokemon card that he wears around his neck.
Fuck yeah.
It's like a Pikachu card. It's worth about $1 million, and he wears it. He has it in a plastic coating, He has it on a gold chain,
Nice.
and he wears it to the fights.
That
He'll
is
wear it down
so-
to the ring.
That is so fucking sick.
That's
though.
pretty sick though. I have a
Yeah.
pair of so in 2018 maybe 2017 there was Pizza Hut had a marketing campaign for March Madness that was the Pizza Hut Pie Tops, and it was a pair of basketball shoes that weren't Nike, they weren't Adidas, they were basketball shoes that were Pizza Hut brand.
Damn.
And they had in the tongue there was a little button that you could press that it's connected to an app on your phone that you preset everything with it, and if you press the button it automatically orders pizza to the location of the shoes.
That's amazing.
And I have a pair.
That's got to
And-
be worth some money.
They made 64 pairs ever, and this was
How did you
I'm
get
sorry
it?
to say it. It was high school for me, but I was on Twitter a lot then, and I tweeted at Pizza Hut for maybe a month straight. Every day, I was just tweeting. I was like, "Hey, I'm tweeting at you until you get me a pair of these shoes." And after a month or so, I got a DM from Pizza Hut, the Pizza Hut account, and they were like, "Hey, we heard you're interested. We think you know,
We think you got what it takes to wear.
and we
pizza
think you
shoes.
got that pizza mindset that we're looking for. And so I have a pair of size 10 Pizza Hut pie tops, the first generation, because they did a second gen like the second 2 years the year after. But I've got a pair of these, and it's one of 64 pairs they only gave to like famous people and basketball players and football
That's
players and stuff
awesome.
like
That is
Wow.
crazy.
They're literally just mint sitting in my closet. And I'm
That
just
actually makes me want to like go into a segment that we do.
oh yeah,
Usually I have audio for it, but I don't have a computer setup or anything, so I'm just gonna just.
I can do the intro if you just say the title. I'll just make something.
It's just griping about fast food.
I fucking hate this food.
That's actually pretty much what the
yeah,
soundbite is. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, really nice.
Because
Alright.
you were talking about Pizza Hut, and that's awesome that they did that. I have to tell you something. I'm pissed off.
fucking hit it.
I'm so angry with Chick-fil-A.
Preach.
Chick-fil-A,
They would
all
love
right?
that, wouldn't they?
I like their food. I'm not going to lie. I went and I wanted to get a chocolate milkshake there the other day. They only have one size now.
Oh really?
Yeah. They
Wait,
don't have
what?
a small or a large. They only have this one size. It's
Is
not
it
that
called
big.
cuck?
Whoa!
Yeah, it might as well. Cuck-a-doodle-doo.
I would like the cuck size, please.
It's $4.
Oh, for a milkshake?
Yeah. And it's like
Not bad.
not even a large. It was like maybe a medium.
It's like that Pulp Fiction.
And
where
they didn't
they-
put any whipped cream on it.
Oh, see
Oh,
that?
no.
I can see how that's upsetting. See, for I get
Yeah.
the runs not only from street meat, but I get it from that. So I feel like to me, I love a cuck size. So that's I would just
It just pisses
Just
me
do
off
that.
because it used to be like not as expensive and you get a large one with like whipped cream on it and a cherry.
True.
It was so good.
it's got to be the
And now it's $4 for this fucking like medium size and you're not gonna put whipped cream on it. What the fuck?
this
Fuck
is,
you.
This is Putin's milkshake tax price.
This is what happens when there's war in Ukraine.
That's what
Thanks,
it is.
Russia.
Thanks, Russia. I can't have my fucking milky drink.
Well, I'm furious with
Do we
Chick-fil-A
still
about
have
it.
that fashionforward.ru?
No, did you listen to the last episode?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
she was on a site.
Dude, there was a huge controversy with that. Go back and listen to this previous episode if you can. Go back, listen to it, and there is it's one of the first things I talk about in the show. Like I talk
you
about that.
revoked.
Oh, no. There was
Oh,
some
yeah.
shit that went down with rubles and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
You need to listen to the last episode. I think it was episode 45.
Heck yeah.
How the hell did we do 45
Well,
episodes?
it's amazing. It was 44 or 45 where we talk about it. And whatever episode had Bill Franks and Liz Savage on it. It was the last episode
Yeah,
recorded.
that was last week.
I talk about it on there. And I'm pissed off about that company and I do not support them anymore. So
yeah.
they can suck it.
Actually,
Suck it.
you mentioned you had the shits a lot.
I get the runs, yeah.
Well, maybe are you like lactose intolerant?
Yeah, I got Crohn's disease also, so it's like
Oh.
I just gotta watch what I eat or else.
Do
my-
you
my
really?
body-
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah, everybody says I'm sorry, and it's I guess it's like an autoimmune thing, but it also just means basically if I have like a pizza that's a little bit too fried or something like that, I just get super shitty later, and that's fine.
horrible.
Yeah, it's so sad.
That's
I have
hor-
to eat healthy.
That's almost as bad as monkeypox. I feel so
Almost
bad for
as
you.
bad as monkeypox. Actually, I mean it's bad, but it also has meant that I guess growing up it meant I could eat whatever because my body didn't gain weight and shit like that, so it was nice. But I'm reaching the point now where it's like, man, I wish I could gain a little bit of weight
Yeah.
and do all that, but we're gonna see. Maybe I'll I need
Maybe
to-
just join the
we-
gym. Like
we
lift
could
some
do a
weights and
fat
shit.
transfer if you want some of my ass.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Like-
So
Yo,
I'll
you want
For
her
your-
ass?
I'll take some
for
of your
your
ass.
arm.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can I get your ass like right on my chest?
Oh hell
Get some-
yeah!
Get some
Ass
big old
chest,
titties.
Get that
and- yeah.
that volume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm really
Damn.
looking
That's like
for.
a porn fetish.
That is something along those lines. Yeah.
Fat,
Ass
fat-
on chest.
fat.
That's like. Have you ever heard of pirate porn?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, it's funny that you mentioned that. Are you into that?
A little bit.
A little bit.
I think-
What is pirate porn?
You go tell him. You tell him.
Well, at Blockbuster, they had.
Excuse what? All right, yeah.
At Blockbuster.
Blockbuster? Where?
Well, that's the origin. Of
Oh,
it.
okay,
Ah.
sure.
They
sure.
had a Pirate of the Caribbean knockoff
Fuck yeah.
where all the pirates were women, and they were like gymnasts, and they would flip
Oh,
around with
shit.
swords and.
This just sounds like a better version.
Me
What are you
likey.
This sounds
Yeah.
like like any Beatles song that's redone by somebody else and it just is better.
Yeah.
That sounds like a better,
Yeah, no,
Fancy European.
I think that.
Was there a
It's
Jack Sparrow?
sexy.
Was there
Yeah.
a Jane Sparrow?
It's like
Yeah,
Jack,
no,
is it
there.
Jackie
well,
Sparrow.
I mean, the dialogue was actually there was a story.
Oh shit. In a porno? Wait, so they had sex, right? Like that was a thing?
Yeah,
Or-
I think
okay.
it was just more approachable to women.
Sure.
Yeah, like it's just that like
the more
5-minute
approachable, yeah.
intro of
There's like for when they found booty, it was actually like people's butt. Like,
Yeah.
It was like sexual.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
We gotta find the booty.
Yeah, imagine like searching for gold or something, and then somebody's like, I heard somebody last time they found treasure. It wasn't actually a treasure; it was a bunch of ass. And you're like, oh, now you want that, and then you find gold, and it's like less appealing. Like I feel like
Yeah.
if I thought that I could find some booty in a chest rather than like some gold, I'd be more inclined.
No, I'm still about the gold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you really are. A pal.
Well, because if I have the gold, then I can make a power move to just get some cheap ass, which is
Hell
fine.
yeah.
You want cheap ass, or you want
Yeah.
some of that treasure booty?
She wants it all. She wants the world.
That's true.
Well, if I
Subaru Lee
invest-
wants the world.
Yeah, Subaru.
She wants the world.
Yeah, this is Subaru. Subaru is the one that likes the cheap ass.
Yes.
Kiki has refined taste.
Yes.
Yeah, come on.
Subaru is much more dangerous and dark.
I don't know. I was just thinking about people that are named after cars. I was like, why is nobody bothered with
Like,
Subaru?
who else is named after cars? Though?
Lexus?
Like Mercedes,
Oh.
Lexus.
Yeah.
Porsche.
Well, like
Okay.
Lexus is a nickname. Porsche, yeah, I like that name though, but Porsche came from a name, and he named the car after his daughter,
Or Nova, like a Chevy Nova.
Yeah. Or Kia, like Kia Forte.
or like a
Yes.
Yukon, like
Yeah.
a GMC.
Yeah. Or BMX, like that rapper
Yeah,
who was named after the car BMX.
I remember that.
I think he died though from like heroin or
Camry.
something.
Shit. Yeah, that was.
Yo,
Just
rest
keep
in
naming
peace,
cars.
BMX.
Prius,
Oh wait,
Ooh,
a BMX
Prius
is a
is a good
bike,
car.
isn't it?
BMX,
That's not a car.
You're not
Sorry.
thinking DMX? No.
Oh no, wait. A DMX. Wait. Oh yeah, I am thinking of DMX.
Is
but
that-
BMX is a car. Is a
BMX
bicycle.
is like
It's
that's
not even a car.
like sport biking, but not.
Oh.
It's not racing. It's like parkour biking.
I think I meant BMW.
BMW.
Yeah, like
That's
people
a
are
good
named
name.
BMW.
Yeah, you could call me Beamer.
Beamer.
Beamer. That's a Muppet character, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
He's the scientist.
Yeah.
I fucking
Yeah.
love that guy. Hell yeah. And he's just like
Yeah.
Meep or whatever.
He's a
yeah, I think
cutie.
he meeps. Yeah.
You
He
know
sings
what?
Phenomena.
What's your favorite Sesame Street character,
Oh, that's a good
or like
question.
Muppet? I'll take
think-
that.
I like the trash guy.
Yeah, Oscar.
Yeah.
The Grouch.
Yeah, that's who I identify most with.
He brings out the furry in me. That's yeah.
Oh, okay. Very interesting.
You know, on Sesame Street, there's a homeless character, and then there's Oscar the Grouch. They added like a homeless person on Sesame Street recently.
Is it just because Oscar has a home and it's the trash can?
Yeah, and he's not considered homeless.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. His whole shtick is that he's It's like
You
if
know,
they,
it's
if they were
like-
to convert him to being homeless, then I'd be upset. I'd be like, that
It's
man.
like me in my shitty apartment. Like it's
Like you have a
technically-
home, you're not
It's
homeless.
technically a home, but
You don't sleep in it.
it's just not where the heart is.
home is
I
where the heart
guess.
is.
This is true.
Yeah.
And my heart is in a jar.
Whoa, your home is in
Wow.
a jar.
And you have Crohn's?
Yeah, I have a.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm basically just like every second is a blessing.
You are a true survivor.
We got to get a Kickstarter for this guy.
He made it to 21.
Save Roberto, and it's like save him from what?
Dude made it to 21
Probably
years
got
of age.
Benjamin Button's disease or something.
I would love that.
Oh, I
Turn
don't
into
know.
Brad Pitt over
Become the
time.
baby. No, I think I don't know. I would love to turn into Brad Pitt. I'd much rather turn into like, well, not Oscar. What's the other one? Grover. It's my favorite.
Oh, the blue guy,
Yeah.
Super Grover.
Wasn't that a president?
Grover Cleveland.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is that where that name comes from?
Mm-hmm.
maybe Grover is an interesting name for anybody.
Yeah, I mean that's where they got the idea for the character on Sesame Street. I'm pretty sure, from Grover Cleveland, the president.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
He was the guy that was like "Wah!" all the
Yeah.
time up there when he was like his original speech, like to the State of the Union. He went up there and he was
Yeah.
like, he just started waving his arms like that. And
I
they're like, this
I
fucking
love
guy
the Kermit.
Kermit the Frog,
with his arm. Yeah, when
Yeah.
he runs away. Yeah, that ain't easy.
being green, right?
No, indeed.
Man, Muppets.
One of my favorite, actually, on you guys know that like Spotify Wrapped, like end of year plays.
Yeah,
totally.
They I think it was last year or the year before. My number one song on Spotify was
Rainbow Connection.
The Rainbow Connection by Kermit the Frog, and I don't know why.
Wow.
How did I know that?
It's not even. Well, we mentioned Kermit. It's not even because it like I would play it. Anyway, I think it was. I don't know why, but it would just. If that song came on during the car anywhere I was, I just fucking. Yelled.
That was your walkout music
Yeah, it was.
when you do shows.
We were on
fucking love that.
VR chat, and somebody was Kermit the Frog and
Oh yeah.
just playing Rainbow Connection all through.
nice.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's
pretty good.
This world's a crazy
It's my
place.
karaoke song.
Can I play some audio for you?
Hit it.
So a while ago, I did an episode where I played sleep audio because I talk in my sleep, and
Yeah.
I've been recording it with this app. So recently, last week or so, I've been recording myself sleeping, and I have some audio clips I wanted to play.
Oh.
So hopefully this comes out okay. Let's see.
Yeah, hit it.
No. Stop it, bitch.
No, that's not real.
No, it's real.
That's
Are
fucking
you
real.
serious?
You are asleep during that clip.
Some weird
Dude,
fucking
you
dreams.
You go no, no, you bitch.
Can you say bitch like that?
In my sleep, I guess I can.
Can you say it like regular?
Can you try to replicate?
Bitch.
No, like
I don't know because it did sound weird, right?
you just sounded like you were like that's an impassioned. That's not you just saying bitch. That's like you were saying bitch to
I was having a
someone.
nightmare. I don't know.
Can you tell us what you were dreaming about?
I don't remember. I don't know. I talk a lot in my sleep. Listen to this one, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Fat finger.
That's the whole clip. I think I said fat finger.
Yeah, it's
Really?
something like that.
Oh, let's
Wow.
see.
Oh my god. It sounds like you're like
Fat finger.
I seem to be enjoying it.
again. Wait, was that a different clip?
No, it was the same
That
when
the
I
same
was
clip.
playing it
was just
again. I seem
clearer.
to enjoy it.
Are,
Like,
are
like
you
fat
dreaming
finger.
about a finger?
I guess. I don't know.
Fat finger.
I
Yeah,
think it's from the medicine I take, like all the medications I take.
your
Like,
breathing is. It just sounds like you're out of breath. Like
I
you're-
have sleep apnea.
Well,
Do
sure.
you have
yeah.
mold in your home?
Yes. I definitely have mold in my home.
I can
Is
hear
there?
it.
Does your wife stand on your windpipe when you sleep?
Sometimes.
Sure.
I mean, she'll slap me and stuff to wake me up.
I mean, that's good.
That's so. Does it turn you on?
No, I mean, I don't know. You know when you're in a deep sleep, you don't really know.
I dated this girl that she would like grind her teeth really hard. To the point,
Yes.
like it would wake me up. And I told her, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that'll happen. If I start doing that, just grab my jaw and pull my teeth." Like
Holy
she was
shit.
like, grab my jaw and pull it. And I was like,
What the
That's
hell?
so fucked up. But so I'm like a meek person, like that way. But it happened one night, and I heard her doing, it, and I just reached across and I grabbed her jaw, and in her she swears that it was in her sleep, but she slapped my hand away really hard, and I was like, "You fucking told me to do this, and you're slapping my
What
hand
does
away."
it sound like when someone does that?
When they grind their teeth.
Yeah.
I can't even replicate it because it hurts. It is loud, and it's yeah,
It's
it's
that
that
sound.
shit, but it's like
that. It also clicks a little bit.
aggressive. Like when you're sleeping, you
Like-
can't even. Yeah, it's.
It's really bad.
I have
serious?
I have nightmares where my teeth will get like jammed and they'll start breaking and chipping away. And I'll like at that point I know because it like doesn't hurt or anything, so I like know I'm sleeping, but it's still I can't get away from like my teeth just start falling out. And I'm
I
like
used to have dreams like that too, where my teeth would fall out like
Yeah.
all the time, and I'd spit out teeth like tons
yeah,
of
no,
teeth.
I would literally like in my
Yeah.
hand a bunch of teeth. I don't know. I think that is a pretty common thing, and it comes like whatever. It comes
Oh
anxiety.
my
It
or
has to
some
do with
shit
like
that.
money, supposedly.
Oh
I
really?
looked it up.
Everything is.
Are
money.
you serious?
Yeah, if you lose teeth in your like a dream, if you have dreams about your teeth falling out, it has to do with like concerns about money, supposedly.
Interesting.
Really?
That's what they
Yeah.
say in
Yeah,
sleep studies. I don't know
right.
if it's real.
Yeah, have you ever like lucid dream or been able to fly?
No.
I
don't think
I
so.
had a kick for like a couple months a little while ago where I was able to fly a bunch of my dreams. I was literally just like waking up and then being like, ooh, I wonder what the view looks like from over there, and just like shooting myself into the sky.
And
You know-
I think that would freak me out if I did that in my sleep.
You
I
know,
don't
Nick, the producer, did that once.
Did he?
Yeah, he woke up and he was just like so hyped about it. He was like, "Oh my god!"
It's very exciting. It
You are never gonna
feels
believe
it
this.
feels real. It like is so like because you are controlling yourself, and I would literally like I could hover and being able to control it a little bit, and then I was like, you kind of have to start leaning forward a little bit more, and I got to the point where I was like actually shooting around with my hands out like Superman. And like
That's
doing
cool.
curves around like buildings and stuff like that.
Can
It
you
was very-
spy
it was
on
pretty-
people when you do that?
Oh, probably. There's nothing actually going on. I remember once I just got a view of like the ocean, and I was like, "Oh, this is scary. I might fall into that." And I just woke up.
Whoa.
Yeah, right. It was pretty lit. It was pretty lit.
Was it as lit as this?
Governor. Oh, come back, Christmas. Tree.
You said, "Come back, Christmas tree." That's what I heard.
don't know.
I heard Krispy Kreme.
Hold on.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see.
Governor.
Governor.
Oh, come back, Christmas. Tree.
Justin, I love this segment. This is hysterical.
It's some
Like,
crazy shit. I have really weird fucking dreams.
it sounds like there's a bear in the beginning. Just you.
Yeah, I need to wear my CPAP mask.
That's pretty good.
I don't like wearing it, but it really helps when I do wear it. I don't.
Sure.
Do you
Oh,
look
yeah.
like Bane from Batman when you?
I had one that looked like that, but I have a different one now where it's just like under my nose, like a pillow.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's
But the
so
tube
much
hooks
better.
up top, so it comes out like a snorkel kind of. It's really weird the way it's hooked up.
Have you ever been where when you were working at Magoobies? Were you ever there for one of the mic competitions where there's this like old guy? I don't remember his name, but he's like he's there like almost every single month, and he'll just do random like crazy shit. And
I've heard about him.
there was like I think last month he came in, and the end of his show, or he like was the last comic up, and it was really wild. And he way ran over the light and everything. But his whole bit was he had a dildo, like a suction cup dildo on his head, and it was sticking out like a unicorn. And he was supposed to, and his whole bit was that he's a magical, like that he's a precog. And he had one of the other comics, poor guy. He had one of the other comics.
sit on his head.
If only, yeah. Fuck. I would have watched that. I would have let him go over.
Yeah.
No, it was literally this guy. I think it was he would hand him a letter or something like that, and then into the microphone he'd like say the punchline, and then the guy would open up the letter or whatever, and he'd read the setup, and nobody understood what was going on. He didn't set it up. They only had one microphone for both of the guys. It was just embarrassing. And then at the end, like I lit him, and he had to be like taken off stage. And at the end, he was like all upset. He was like, "That was a fucking genius bit, and it took me a week to come up with. I don't know
He
why." you
stole
guys
that
did it."
from
I was like,
Johnny Carson.
Yeah,
That's an
fucking
old
of course he
Johnny
did.
Carson bit with the great whatever the character was. where he
Oh,
would,
great. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
yeah, him and Ed McMahon would do
The
that.
Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Go,
and be like,
Galoob.
dogs and cats. And then he'd open up the envelope and be like,
Oh, I remember
It's then
that.
the setup
yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
It's a funny bit. It doesn't work if you have 5 minutes and you have a dildo on your head, but whatever. I mean, hey, more power to him, I guess.
What
Yeah.
kind of dildo?
Wild white one.
suction cup one.
It was suction cup, but it was also white.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, that's
boring.
It's
Yeah,
not
boring.
enough flair.
It was pretty weird that
Yeah.
it matched his skin tone too, because like if
That's
you
actually,
did,
oh.
I mean,
it's hard to
cool.
get a shade match like
yeah,
that.
but I mean,
Yeah.
I was like, it just looked a little bit too real type thing. Like he just had a big dick coming out of his head. I don't know.
He's a real dickhead.
Ah, Justin.
Yo, speaking of, listen to this real quick.
Boner jam.
I just thought that was so perfect how you were talking about a dick.
And you said boner jam.
I think.
Boner
Let's
jam.
hear it again.
And I'm gonna go back on.
Whoa, whoa, hold on a sec. Hold on. There you go.
Boner jam. Fuck.
Yeah, I guess I did say
Something-
boner jam.
Boner Jam or Boner Champ? Fuck. Dude, that's awesome.
Boner Jam.
I want to know what your
Boner
dreams are like.
Jam.
I want to like.
Fuck.
Can we
Can we do a like what's it called? What's that?
trademark Boner Jam
Boner
today?
Jam. Fuck. And then yeah.
You want to hear the
somebody's-
best one ever? I've played this before on a different episode,
Yeah.
but to me, this is like the best sleep talk ever.
Werewolf. Werewolf in the house.
No, like
What
That,
the fuck?
you know what? That
Werewolf.
actually sounded. That was a little whimsical.
Werewolf in the house.
there's a werewolf in the house.
I want to like magic school bus into your dreams one night and
you
just like
definitely
see what the
don't.
fuck is.
I had some scary dreams last night. I don't want to go too
Dude,
much into it, but it
werewolf in the
involves
house.
like some really weird shit, like with undercover cops, like trying to get
damn.
trying to get people to like entrap them into like sex, like prostitution things, and then
my
one of
God.
them like she fell in love with me, even though she was an undercover cop playing a prostitute.
I don't
you?
think I don't.
were
I think she was
you-
just a really good prostitute, man.
What's that thing where you can like psychically go astral project? Were you astral
I was
projecting?
astro gliding.
I
Were
just
you
want to know.
saying.
astro gliding to Epstein
that ass.
Island or something?
I just want to know if you woke up like there was a werewolf in your house.
That's what it's
And
and that one. Yeah, I
yeah,
don't
and that's
know.
that is actually terrifying. Like that's a scary dream.
There's a werewolf in there.
Werewolf. Fuck.
Who dreams about werewolves?
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah. No, I kind of have a thing.
Oh, all right. Well, it was.
Yeah, this has come back. This is
scary.
a through line through this podcast so far. You got a wolf thing going on.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just it's
Wolves
mostly
are
like
cool. Some
Big
people
se-
like
big sexy
vampires.
werewolf with a dildo
Some
on
people
its
like
head.
wolves.
Yeah.
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 There's definitely like cliques of people, right? Some people are like into the vampires, and
Yeah.
some people are different, like Team Jacob or Team Edward.
Edward,
like
yeah.
the whole like Twilight
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes back to that,
Mm-hmm.
like decades ago, many like 20 decades ago. No, that's too many. 2 decades ago.
Well, the thing is,
It's not
is
that
like,
old, is it? Is it
No,
really?
I don't know.
Maybe like 10, 15 years.
If
10 years ago.
if
2000.
I had a vampire boyfriend take me to prom, it probably would have made me a better person.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But you didn't go to prom, did you?
No, I dropped
You
out.
kicked out. Yeah, you were like kicked out of school.
Yeah.
Subaru Lee is dangerous.
Twilight came out 2008.
Yeah, that was like
no way.
2008
13, 14 years ago.
It was 2008 through 2012.
Dude,
I
that's
think
when you were
that
like
was-
7 years old.
I was
8?
Yeah, I was pretty. Yeah, I was 7.
In elementary school. You were
Yeah,
like in
I was a wee
3rd or
bit-
4th
I was a
grade.
baby. I grew up with these films. Let me tell you.
You think vampires are glittery.
Yeah, they're hot.
not.
They're fucking hot. I
Because in
watched.
Twilight they glitter.
No,
I
I've
was in,
seen 'em.
I was in a vampire class in college.
What?
It was straight
cool.
up. Yeah, the class was called Vampires Among Us. Like it was basically a look at vampire. Like we were looking at civil rights and history and all this stuff, but through how vampires were portrayed in film for the last 100 years. Like we watched Nosferatu, and then
That's sick.
yeah, and we went through and we watched Blade, and we watched Interview with a Vampire, and we watched. I'm trying to remember like all
Yeah,
these.
there's a
How
lot.
how many credits was this class?
It was a 3-credit class, and it actually covered a core for the school.
I'm gonna need to discuss this with you afterwards.
That's
I
because
learned
ridiculous.
I learned a lot. No, I genuinely learned a lot about like how like when in the I don't know when it was the 60s, whenever like Blade came out, that was during an era in movies when white people were moving out of the city, but that's where movie theaters were. And so Hollywood genuinely like there was a known pivot. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't an accident. That's when like Blade came out because they knew there was predominantly African American communities that live next to the theaters, and that's why there was this boom of all like movies like that came out during that time, and they kind of had to pivot away from like the white savior, the like
Yeah, it's about damn time.
Yeah, I was gonna say like beforehand, a lot of those movies used like black people as the criminal, as the villain, like things like that, and so
Yeah,
there's
like
this big pivot
Blackula.
like that.
Remember
Yeah.
Blackula?
Yeah, we watched Blackula, and it was like, and there was a huge pit. It was just cool things like that. It was like interesting to watch, but at the same time, this was the guy that was like, all vampires are gay. It was very much like they're all gay. They suck each other. It's all.
Well, that
it's
was
all- they're
part
all
of Interview with
horny
the
and they wanna
Vampire.
Fuck yeah, I mean
That was
it
a-
really was. but-
Oprah was when that came out. Oprah had a big stink about it. How she felt it was very like
like homoerotic.
yeah,
It fucking
exactly.
was, but I mean that
I'm
was their
down.
choice. Yeah, I mean it was It was an interesting movie because it was also like you wanted to like the protagonist, but he definitely owned slaves and never was like there was no plot point where he was like, yeah, that was bad, I regret it. It was just kind of like he did just they talked about it and then they didn't, and it was like, oh, okay, cool, I guess it was a different time, but fucking I don't know.
Can I play something real quick? I don't know what this is.
Please.
I don't think it's definitely not a sleeping thing. It just says proof pudding, and it's from November 8th, 2018.
Oh.
The proof is in the pudding. What kind of pudding is that? I've never heard of proof pudding. What proof is in it? What does proof taste like? Will it help me solve the mystery?
That's a pretty good comedy bit, huh?
That's fucking insightful as hell, man.
That's why I bomb at comedy shows.
I
go up with bits like that.
You don't have the fucking pudding, bro.
The proof pudding.
The pudding.
That was like 4 years ago. I
That was
wrote
my Bill Cosby.
And I've never done that joke live.
I think you should do it.
I think it's
I
hysterical.
think yeah.
I was only not laughing as to make sure to keep your ego down.
Thank you.
No, I was just wondering how serious you were being.
No, I don't. It's just some random thing in my phone.
Because you were talking about a mystery.
I probably have a bunch of like stupid shit like that.
I have
in my
so
phone.
many. I have 206 recordings
Fuck.
in my
yeah.
phone like that. But let's not. I don't want to get into all that because some of this, whatever. And it's been an hour, so we should probably end the recording soon. Exactly. Well, thanks, guys. Subaru, it's nice to finally meet you, Subaru Lee, the twin sister of Kiki Lee.
Something like
Good
that.
give
Give
to have
Kiki
you.
the pirate porn video so she can bring
Yar.
Yeah.
it in. Yar.
No, I guess.
Pirates.
Bring me
I
the
guess
booty.
if you have any pirate porn, just send it to me on Twitter.
Sure.
Not pirated porn. We want that legal
That's
shit.
nothing illegal.
Nothing illegal.
Why'd you have to say
Oh, we do one. We want
Oh, you want to go
illegal
like on the dark web?
underground dark web porn?
Pirate Bay?
Fuck yeah, we all know what Pirate Bay is. That was where I got my first virus.
Pirate.
Yeah, a lot of bad shit happened.
And where I
down
saw
there.
my first cartoon boobies.
Oh, neat.
Because Pirate Bay is like those ads on the side. They're
Yeah, that was
always just, like,
weird.
for porn and shit. Yeah.
That's some weird stuff. I don't like that.
No.
I don't like it when they make like The Simpsons into porn.
I don't like when they know exactly what I want to see.
Oh, I know about that. They know a lot of stuff. Those sites.
That's true.
Well, I guess we all have to go to the MILF car wash next door.
Oh shit! Yeah,
So,
they got a
That's right. I forgot about the
Yeah.
car wash. So
car wash, yeah.
Everyone, just in case you're wondering, there is a car wash going on next door, run by like a local high school, and the cheerleaders and their moms are washing the cars. So
I'm going for the moms.
I'm gonna go get my car washed now. So thanks for listening, Roberto Reed. Pleasure having you back on the show. for
Pleasure
your
being back.
third time.
I'm trying to get that vest. That's all I want. Is the smoking jacket.
Well, you will get it soon. And that's it. So go fucking iceberg. We're still saying that, right?
Stay cool.
Stay cool. Go fucking iceberg.
Werewolf. Werewolf in the house. Fuck.